Welcome back, everybody. Holiday Doc here, and today we're talking about the importance of team scrims and pickup scrims. And while I sit here in the spawn for an unknown reason, I couldn't tell you why. I was probably answering the phone or something. Anyways, this is a pickup scrim, and I love getting involved in pickup scrims when I don't have a team because it allows me to, have some fun in the competitive field without all the nonsense of the public rooms. And one thing I really want to stress is when you're trying to make the move from public room only to a competitive sense or a competitive team and try and get your feet wet on that side of things, leaving public rooms behind is the best thing you could possibly do. And I can say that a couple of my friends, I Am the Dentist and Lloyd Milligan, a few others, Visionaire, these guys have pretty much given up the public room sense. They don't really play it, they don't participate in it, and they've decided to just, every time they get online, they just grab 8 people, go into a lobby, no matter the skill set, and just replicate the competitive setting. Now, why is that important, you ask? Well, when you're playing pubs all the time, you're not really playing against like-minded people. Some may be going for trick shots, some may be just trying to get, unlocks for their pro perks, and other people are just not at the same skill set. Now, when you start doing these pickups on a regular basis, you start leaving behind some of those bad tendencies, those bad habits that you get from playing in the pubs. And that's a great way to minimize the harshness of the transition. So I definitely would like to get more people involved just into pickup scrim lobbies. And a lot of people have come to me and they've asked, Doc, what is the best way to get into these scrims? How do I get my team involved in them? What is the best way to go about it? And it's a really hard thing right now because I agree that public rooms, the public forums on game battles, grabbing scrims from there can be kind of daunting for new teams because you're not sure of who you're getting. You're not sure of the skill set of other teams, and sometimes it's either a huge blowout or the competition just isn't there. And the question kind of arises: what other opportunities do we have to grab these team scrims? And I don't really have an answer right now. Visionaire approached me about maybe setting up a dedicated website that's simply set for team scrimming, to be able to grab another team on the go, maybe set a skill level that you're looking for, and go from there. I don't know how you guys think of that idea, but for me, I think it's a great start, and it's something that we need. And the question kind of arises from that as well, is why doesn't Game Battles have like a ladder system simply for practice scrims? They have the technology, they already have the ladder. Why not just open it up to another area, another zone, and call it the team scrim pickup or whatever? All good points, all good questions, and I'd really like to hear your guys' feedback on that topic. So if you want to drop me a line in the comment section below. And what else today? Facebook. I finally got a Facebook fan page, and this fan page is pretty neat. It allows me to do a lot more interacting with, fans, obviously, and people that are looking to get more involved in the competitive scene. A lot of questions are easily answered. I could put up polls, and I could share a lot of other cool things, pictures, videos, everything like that. No nudies. Nope. Definitely join me down below. The link, Holiday Doc, or facebook.com/holidaydoc. Click and like the page. I'm trying to get to 500 likes for, I don't know, let's say 500 likes by the end of the week, and I'll try and plan something special. I've been doing a lot of open lobby team scrims, having a lot of fun with that. Getting involved with my subscribers has shown me that my subs are fairly well skilled. They have the skill set. They've obviously been watching videos, and going into lobbies and destroying other teams with random group of guys is a good feeling. It really shows that my subscriber base is very intelligent and very well skilled in the Call of Duty gaming area, and I appreciate that. I appreciate people that want to get into the open lobbies. I plan on doing a ton more. And let's finish off the second half of this commentary with, you know, kind of what's going on my screen and what's going on altogether. I think I'm 11-8, 0 captures, 0 returns, playing more of a support role this time. And that's another thing that team scrims or even pickups allow you to do. You know, you can change your usual routes up, try new stuff. You know, that's the whole point of team scrims and pickups, is to try new things, see exactly what's working out the best. How can you improve your strategy, your routes, what works, what doesn't work? That's the whole point of it, and people need to do it more often. So my whole thing here is, when I play CTF, I try to grab flag in, you know, not the most opportune times to try to create a play. I want to create the opportunity for my team. And there's a couple instances during this second half where it kind of takes place, you know, where I push up ahead of my team, probably out of position, but I create a play for my teams, or for my team to rebound off of and eventually make a cap. And that's another, you know, interesting thing about playing these pickups and team scrims, you know, trying new strategies and new things. A lot of people will argue the fact that, you know, you should never pull unless you have 2 opposition teammates down. And, you know, thinking about that, that's not always the case. You know, what happens when you pull a flag? You know, what happens to the enemy team when you pull their flag? Immediately, you have people... This guy turns on me so hard. D-stain. You like that? That's embarrassing. But what I was saying is, when you pull the flag and the enemy opposition is pushed up into, you know, your last third, or your top third of your side of the field, now the focus has changed. You know, you're going to have some of those teammates like back up and do a 180. You know, they want to get back and they want to look for their own flag. Where's their own flag going? That creates, you know, a momentary relief of pressure off of your side of the field, off of your side of, you know, the flag. You know, what else does that do for you? Well, you now, if you have like a strong defense going on, if you got 3 guys all back that have respawned, when you grab flag, you've now forced them to push up. You made the, if your team's not really pushing up, you know, when you grab flag, now their immediate attention is turned to, okay, now I got to support Doc. I got to get up there. I got to get mid cut. I got to get bar cut. I got to get center cut. I got to get Castro. These are all things that should be going through their heads. And when you force that upon them, this helps create positive tendencies. You know, this is how you build your team. This is what the whole objective of practicing is all about. Right here, prime example, 2 guys of my own teammates down. You know, I get a fairly lucky shot. I'm able to hold my own on the way back, but I've forced my team now to come off of the respawn and push up and gather and get into those points where they need to be. And I don't really why I'm running with my pistol out. I think this day, you know, Moho told me that, you know, man, it's what you got to do. So I was trying it out a lot, and I still stick to my guns. Running with the FAMAS lightweight is much better and more beneficial than running with your handgun out, because you never know who you're going to run into, and you always want to be prepared to take on 2 or even more guys in front of you, especially when you have that flag cap. So, you know, what you can take out of this is try new things in pickups. Don't be afraid to push ahead, and don't be afraid to create a play yourself. The objective players are not really focused on the objective anymore. You know, your team should be working on a rotation. So you're not going to be always having one guy who's calling out, okay, we got to pull, I'm pulling now, and the rest of the team's setting up. That's not really how it is. It's whoever's got the opportune time to pull up and grab flag and go should be doing it. And I just want to say thanks. You know, a lot of people have been giving me lots of great comments lately, and I do appreciate all the support, and I would love for you guys to head on over to the Facebook page, throw it a like. I want to try and, you know, make that a more common place to interact with myself, along with Twitter. You know, that's right now Twitter is the most popular way to get a hold of me, or easiest way, as I interact with a lot of my open lobbies through that way. If you have any questions, any comments, anything you want me to cover, anything, any map suggestions, stuff like that, definitely I'm open to everything. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're liking so far in Black Ops and whatnot. Let me know how your transition to competitive play is going. I know a lot of people have messaged me saying, hey, Doc, I'm taking that plunge you know, thanks a lot. And you know, thank you, because without the support of the competitive field, it's never going to get bigger, and that's my overall goal, is to make it a bigger, more predominant thing on the online thing. So, 5 seconds left. What do I say? Love you all. Thanks so much for coming out. I'm Holiday Doc, and I'm out of here.